come into this tournament, they've been playing thousands of hours of Warzone, they've been playing thousands of hours of Resurgence. Whatever they've been doing just on a day-to-day basis is what they need to do here, just to put kills on the board. That's it. Like, they just can win this outright and secure their first place spot with kills alone. And they gotta hope that, again, they kind of work that outskirts, work the outside of the zone, and they can roll up on some teams unexpected, but expect some others to be hunting for them, as I would be if I was outside of top 6. We'll see a couple of gunfights up top. Gets a little dicey, but Hamoud will pick up yet another, and this is the kind of start you want if you're a fan of that trio. For everybody else still jockeying for a position, and a bunch of teams currently scattered right around side the control center.
Yeah, between the teams fighting right now, I mean, Nixa sitting in dead last, they're really not going to be able to qualify. It's really just right now between Hamoud, Evos, MND, Jukies, and SFS. Yeah. I think even, like you said, Raven Esports might be out of the mix. So between those 5 teams, those are the teams I really, really want to see kind of in the mix. These squads, obviously, on your screen, excuse me, they're fighting each other, but both of them, they cannot make the Esports World Cup. There's no way with how far they are behind in points. So if we could take a look at maybe like Robstar's team, I think number 2 over by the living quarters side, I think Hemo just took out Robstar. So yeah, it's that I don't think they're fully wiped, but for MND here now, still continuing to be a squad that isn't fighting any of these heavy hitting teams over by like Factory side, over by Stronghold. They're kind of just keeping it in the middle over by like Tense and Control. So even though they just picked up a couple of kills, I think it was Zonda and Kappa that was able to play spoil alert there.
Squad 2 and Squad 7 both wiped. That's Team BCR and that's Evos. If I'm reading that correctly, Evos just got wiped. So let me triple check real quick, but if that's the case, yeah, Robstar, Jawad, and Showstopper. Okay, so they're out. Of game number 8. Which means that top 2 is now up for grabs for MND, Jukies, Kruger, and Krems, and SFS. That's the situation.
And if we're looking at the live map feed, we're talking about squad number 2. Jawad's out. Squad number, are you sure? Showstopper just got
maybe I'm tweaking.
Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way they're out. No.
But then which
I think they're still over. Yeah, I think they're still over by the factory side. Again, Nixa, good luck, goodbye. Day 1 season though. Yeah, they're still alive.
Okay,
so fighting over here by the dock side.
Which squad
here we
did
go.
I see? Okay, I'll go back in my memory bank and have a brain blast to figure out which one I was looking at or hallucinating about, because somebody got wiped and I got very scared.
We're good. Yeah, Hamoud's still in, Showstopper's still in, MND I think is still in. Oh, it might have been MND maybe, but either which way, nonetheless, we're still good. By the factory side they go, and of course everyone's just rotating in the middle, but Hamoud here outside of the tents still doing his thing. I really liked, Sean, that you pointed out with Hamoud, he's just that player that doesn't really care to get mixy. Yeah. He'll win his ones, but for Notorious and Penguin, they're like co-IGLs. Hamoud's a little bit more quiet, but it really just allows him to just open up, do his thing, and push out and slay. As you just saw it by the 10 side, he was really picking up a bunch of eliminations. So kudos to Hamoud, of course. Spaceman, he literally just started playing 2023, so
yeah,
awesome.
You're not going to see him pop. Like, that's from what you and I watched about like the VODs and just kind of the discussions we've had about this team before the broadcast, during. You don't see Hamoud panic too often, and that's very prescient in this gameplay, this is another instance where, again, it's just business as usual. It's like, we don't have to force anything. We just have to play to cover ourselves. We just have to play defensively, and they're going to walk away with at least a top 2 finish. That's all they need.
Well, I will tell you what, fighting over here at the control side, again, with Dayt season, just trying to look to see if they can get anything going here. LX did, in fact, go with Onyx Ravens last year to the Esports World Cup, so not able to make it this year. Still trying to pick up some points or play spoil alert onto Penguin. Takes down Penguin. Hamoud, though. Or, excuse me, it takes down Hamoud. Penguin gets the trade, and there's still a lot of teams fighting here. So it's just really about Hamoud and Penguin staying alive and trying to secure their spot at the final, but one of these teams definitely could play spoil alert. Beautiful res.
I would love a spoiler. I really would. It'd be fun. Not for the players, but for me. Day season on the screen. Emo. Trying. Zesty was able to pick up Date. Emo will fall. Penguin gets caught by, it looks like, a C4. And Jigs will pick up 1. So players begin to trade. Some of the top teams now trading blow for blow against each other in the final game of the entire qualifier. What an angle.
Yeah, Alex was trying to take down Robstar because Robstar's the only one right now that's at headquarters. So he's obviously going to be sniping, trying to get up as many picks as possible. And then for that squad, of course, you have them roaming. But for Watermelon, he's got to be careful because you have 2 members, Toomey and I believe Adele pushing you, and for Proxrose, that's a great reposition, but it's not enough. Watermelon winning yet another one, has to worry about SFS. By the way, all still alive and on top of prison. They've been getting these easy pickings, and Shido trying to get a pick onto this member at Solds of the Raven Esports squad that goes down, and still doing a great job, and all the ping against them. These guys are on 120 ping, and they are doing this. 2 wins, a big jump up into 4th place, and potentially an opportunity to qualify.
And we should not expect to see them move from top prison to take fights that they just have no business taking, because they understand it's a marathon now. Like, there are some teams that are in the driver's seat of their own destiny, and they need multiple kills. They need to play fast. They're on the cusp of that, but they're in such a great position and getting rewarded with so many kills that they just need to stay consistently a threat on the map and play together like they have been. No need to get reckless. BKS gonna try to make a move, one of the most aggressive players on the map. Get your loadout. Here we go. Shout out production. 1 way out in the water. That's player 11 from the squad.
Which is pretty crazy because the player 11, I think his all the other members of the team are on the other side of the map fighting Nixa and co. So 11 really spread out. This is obviously Ravens trying to find some, or excuse me, Depth trying to find some type of recovery, but being really spread out. And then you have Kruger to worry about. Crims is going to work the bottom half here, trying to chase. I believe that is BKS of this BCR team, and or no, it's R7 trying to just get out, dipping and dodging. What do you do though when you got Juki's on the other side waiting for you? Oh, beautiful positionings, of course, from the squad. Kruger takes him down, and I will say they are moving really fast between Chemical, rotating back in, but Hamoud, lo and behold, waiting in the window by the harbor side. 9 eliminations. This squad is looking like they are going to qualify, Spaceman, but can't jinx it yet. You got Robstar too, taking over Nixa on the other side by Prison, and Streaks falling down at the harbor side as Penguin looking to just pick up Abu here in the water, who's still alive.
Well, at least you get just a little bit out of Kruger. Able to get 1. Evo's still up. Shout out to them. Still fighting forward. Penguin on your screen. Crims was here earlier and dipped out of dodge.
Well, no respawn timer, circle closing, obviously. It's circle 4, and we have 10 teams left. There's no opportunity now to come back unless you hit a buy station. But Abo able to recover. I don't know how mood. And well, Penguin, I believe, does manage to get away. But not without the chase.
Yeah, this chase literally could decide the fate of many different teams in the standings. And they're gonna triple stack off the stairs. It's split. I will solid. Able to pick one. A big pick as well. Midline falls with it. Pressure as well. BKS for 3. Team 2 still hovering over prison. That is, of course, Robstar and company. As we wait, they'll pick up Hamoud. Kappa going to go on the charge, on the hunt.
Right, shots connect, but you have to, there's 2 teams here, of course. Abu Salah in the water, trying to stay alive. And, well, that's a beautiful res from BKS onto R7. And for Depth Funeral, this might be your end, as that zone is pulling away. You got a squad locking you down, but Abu Salah, bye-bye, as, well, Kappa takes him down. And for BKS doing a great job, not only playing a life, we saw this player, right, maneuvering in the POIs, like 11 different POIs to stay alive. It wouldn't be a surprise to me if Squad 5 at least wins this engagement, but they do have to rotate.
Luckily for them, they got depth down to 1 plate. Squad 3's out. That is Abu Salah, that is Raven Esports. They are done in map 8. Squad 5 still up. BKS, full strength. Kappa, full strength. Come down to the wire. Zone 5 locks in, 20 to go. Rotations will start. Getting the long flank in the back. Jugi's able to pick up 2.
Credits to them, too, being one of the first to rotate from Chemical early into the underside of the prison side by the tower. But up top, it's Robstar, it's Showstopper, it's Jawad. Now, even though they at one point had the better positioning, this is where they're going to get in trouble rotating down. But Shido able to take down Jawad in the back for the SFS squad. Their streaks going down. There's a lot to work with. You have the gas rotating in, but Robstar does fall. And I think SFS might win this engagement, but you have to be careful what you rotate into.
12 is out. Notorious takes out Shido. Mojo onto Robstar. Good shots from Frosty onto Juki's. Frosty having one of the best performances in the latter half of this qualifier that we've seen out of any player in the tournament. Takes out Juki's. Crims follows. Juki's gets a response back on a Nitrous. The revives are in. Nitrous falls from Juki's. Kruger takes out Frosty. They're fighting for top 2.
Top 2 here. Kruger has to lay down cover from above. No, it's not. It is Hamoud. It is Penguin with the ultimate height and the best possible position to win the first game here today. This will, in fact, solidify their win, but it's just BKS in the way. Can BKS do something? I don't know, but if you're Hamoud and co, you at least know where that one player is. You don't want to take the risk at jumping down just yet. You have to coordinate this perfectly.
Yep, just play together. It's the age's oldest time. Play together, but RKS, wait a minute! He gets one! He gets both! Hold on! Hold on! What? I know placement matters, but hold on! Out of the window, picks up 2. You had to coordinate the push. Look at these shots! Oh my goodness!
listen, even if you don't need to win, Team BCR, we've just seen the clutch up from BKS. We were talking about him earlier, going through all the POIs and staying alive, but being able to do that and a win for the last map, number 8, for BCR. Hey, we don't know if that secured the placement, but that is bragging rights for sure. A 1v2 clutch in the end.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been Hamoud's second win of the day between games 3 and game 8, but instead it's BCR who pull out a win in a 1v2 that I just didn't see coming. Like that's a drop together, win together, stay together, thrive together. I mean, that's wow. Okay, so again, I don't know. We don't know yet if it changes much in the standings. We don't know because again, placement. I would hedge that Hamoud has still maintained first place, but ooh, it makes things interesting now, Ellen. And yeah, I mean, the only takeaway I have out of all the chaos is that Jukies and company were fighting for top 2, top 3, more respectively, and maybe that was enough to push them into top 2. But I need the leaderboard because there's no way for me to know what's going on.
And that was just perfect right there. STC, this is not a game. The STC arena, listen, whoever made it here today gets to play over there in Riyadh in August. But for Hamoud and co, yeah, could have been back to, I forgot about that Burger Brand. They did win a game earlier at that Stronghold side.
It was a long time ago.
To end it just as strong, it would have been nice, right? It kind of reminds me in the group